everybody, it's Grandma Roseanne, and we're going to do a beginner's chicken today, fried chicken. And you know why? Because so many people are afraid of fried chicken. And I will tell you, beginners, let me tell you, even very experienced cooks shy away from fried chicken. But I'm going to show you fail-proof and absolutely delicious, and then I'm going to show you a little trick on the end, okay? So what I want you to do is just be comfortable with the process and really just look at how easy and simple it is. I have our ingredients out here. So I'm going to start, I want to tell you what we're going to be using here. I'm going to start out using chicken thighs. Now chicken thighs are excellent. They're very, very moist. They actually are a better piece of chicken for frying. A chicken breast is larger, has a tendency to dry out. Now what you can do is you can get them with skin on, bone in. You can get them skinless and boneless. I kind of like something in the middle because I like the fat on it, because I like that crispy, crunchy taste that you get from fried chicken, but I don't really like the bone in it. Now I was going to show you how to take the bone out of a thigh, except that I forgot and I froze them all. So all you want to do is you have your skin side, flip it over. You're going to see one bone, and it's only about this big. So take a sharp knife. I like a knife like this because it has a very thin tip on it. And then you just cut around just like that. Just cut around the bone, pull it out, throw it away. That's all. And you'll probably save $2 a pound by doing your own, okay? So what we're going to do is start with the chicken. What I did is I am marinating the chicken right here. I've got 4 pieces of chicken thighs in here, and this is buttermilk. Now buttermilk is wonderful to use because of what it does for the flavoring of the chicken, and it also breaks it down. It breaks the tissue down a little bit so that what you're able to do is have an incredibly tender piece of chicken. Now, no mess, no fuss. Get a paper bag. Got it? 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. This is garlic powder. 1 teaspoon garlic powder. 1 teaspoon onion powder. 1.5 teaspoons salt. 1/2 teaspoon pepper. That's it. Now, anybody could do that. You could get your 6-year-old to do that. You mix it up. I've got a deep fryer here, and it's set at 375 degrees. If you have one, wonderful. If you're a beginner cook, chances are you don't have a deep fryer, but you don't need one. All you want to do is to get a pan that has a good lip on it, about 1.5 inches. And then what you want to do is put enough oil in there so it's going to come up halfway to your chicken, okay? So if your chicken is 2 inches, you want 1 inch of oil on there. You're going to cook it on one side, you're going to flip it, okay? So now we have our breading in here, ever so simple. We're going to pull this out, and this has marinated for about 3 hours. Whoa, better if you hold on to it. Get some of the excess off, drop it in, shake it up. Get the excess off again, and drop it into your oil. I'm going to do 2 of these at a time because you don't want to crowd your pan. Just like that. I can't get a hold of it. There. Now I am going to flip it because I want it to get just as brown on both sides, so I am going to give it a flip. And you're going to want to do that as well. Now I also have a meat thermometer here. You want your chicken at 165 degrees. So if you are a new cook, if you're a beginner cook here, invest in some things that are important. Meat thermometers are really, really important for you. Accuracy is important, safety is important, especially with chicken and pork. You want to be very careful with those meats. So here it's 165 degrees. Now I'm going to show you another thermometer. It's right here. This is a Weber. Now this one I'm using today, but this one is very inexpensive. It's only $10, and boy is it accurate. So either one of these, this is a little bit more expensive, but either one of these would be wonderful. So we're going to cook this probably a total of 6 minutes, not much more than that. I'm going to pull it up. I am going to insert this because I want to make sure we're at 165 degrees, and then we are good to go. Yes. Look at that, you guys. Beautiful chicken. Considering this is boneless, it doesn't take very long for it to cook. So you want to be careful because you don't want to dry out your chicken. You want to get to the middle of it. So if it's a thinner piece, don't go this way. You want to go this way. Get to the center of it. We're there. We're good. So we're going to pull that one out. This one will be ready as well. There. Now let me do the last two. And if you want to use your, if you want to eat your chicken while it's still warm, that's wonderful. But you know what? If you're going to go on a picnic, this is so nice to do the day before. Stick it in your refrigerator. Maybe you made a potato salad, which Cameron loves, or a pasta salad, which I love. That's in the refrigerator. And then when you're ready, you're on the go and you've got a fabulous, fabulous lunch. Now, I will caution you, when you are using a pan to fry this, you beginners, you want to watch your temperature. Your temperature should be at 375. So when you start out, it's at 375. And then after you have fried something, it's going to drop down in temperature. So what I want you to do is always use the temperature gauge and make sure your oil is at 375. What ends up happening is that when your oil is frying at that degree, you're not getting that absorption into the chicken, so you don't have greasy chicken. If you try to fry your chicken at, I don't know, maybe 250 degrees, it would be greasy. It'd be greasy. So you want your oil at 375. You want your internal chicken to be at 165. And once again, about halfway through, I'm going to flip it. Look at that. Well, how can you not love fried chicken? This piece as well, simply because even though they went at the same time, this piece was a little bit bigger. So you want to be aware of that when you are, when you're doing your chicken. What is the size of the chicken breast or the thigh that you're cooking? What is that? Okay, our chicken is done. It's so interesting because when we decide what we're going to film for you, it's usually like, well, cameraman, what do you want to eat for dinner? Well, I think I want fried chicken. Well, okay. So we have done this for you, but we have done this for ourselves as well. So I'm going to get a knife and a fork because I never have them here. I always forget. So give me 1 second. And you want to always, you want to leave your meat, whether it's chicken, beef, pork, whatever you're doing, you want to let it sit for a little bit before you cut into it. And what happens is the juices just seem to come back into that piece of meat. All right. Can you hear the crunch? You hear that? Listen. That's music to my ears. Now, this is the little twist that I was going to tell you about. And this is something, because we live in San Diego. But for many years I lived in Chicago, and this is a Midwestern thing. I've never seen anybody other than the Midwest do this. Lemon, honey. So, you take your piece of chicken, dab a little bit of lemon on it, a little bit of honey, just like that. And this is delicious. Oh yeah. Really, 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 really good. Really good. Crispy, flavorful. The lemon and honey obviously are optional. I'll also tell you, you only want to do lemon and honey on hot chicken. Don't take it on the picnic. So beginners, understand that you can become a superb cook. It doesn't take talent. It just takes a little bit of interest. Get interested in the food that you're making. Get interested in learning the technique. Get interested in learning the tools that you might need, like a thermometer, or if you're baking bread, you're going to want to have a scale. Beginners, those little tools you can buy one time, you'll have them the rest of your life. So with that being said, I love it when I can cook great food, but I love it more when I know I can help somebody out there become an excellent cook. It took me years and years and years, many, many failures, but boy, I love the learning process of it. So with that being said, please subscribe. The ingredients will be below. Please come back, come back. We have other beginner things that are out there. And then even some of our not beginner videos are pretty darn good, and you can do those as well. So subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, come back. I guess that's it, just come back. So thank you, have a wonderful time with your chicken, and I hope you have it in a beautiful park or a forest, or what we're gonna do is we're going to the beach with ours. So thank you, it's our weekend, and hopefully you will have a beautiful weekend as well. Bye.